Hey, my name is Audre Hyatt. Interesting after graduating, right, with 2 undergraduate degrees, one in biology, one in chemistry. I might even add a minor in psychology because, right, who isn't ambitious when you get the chance to be? Um, I came across what I thought was my passion when I went into my master's at Georgetown with a ton of enthusiasm. And along the way, I was fortunate enough to find design thinking in a class, in a studio class that was taught there. Um, and recognized one of the most disappointing and devastating things possible after spending what was 6 years in the education system. And that one thing was that the education that I had, all this knowledge that I gained, although extraordinarily valuable, wasn't tied to some of the most basic principles that teach you and allow you to use it. So design thinking, right, in that last moment of my education popped up and allowed me to say, oh, hey, these are some natural patterns that exist in our world, right, that allow me to leverage this knowledge that I've gained. There are a ton of questions remaining, right, like how do I reach this ideal state of success? What is the path to get there, right? Once I find it, how do I get on it? Where does it lead? And the reality of it is that there are packaged ways to success, right? And then there are all of the infinite ways that you can get there, that just requires you knowing what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to achieve, what your purpose is, and how that lines up with that end goal. And after working with Izzy, that's something that becomes really, really clear. Kyber education is, I think, the most foundational element of this education program is allowing you to explore that side of yourself. In traditional academic worlds and traditional undergraduate programs, you don't get really the chance to do that in a formatted, formal way, right? Like you're too busy working on your calculus class, or you're too busy rushing to the tutor because you can't figure out or remember what that quadratic equation was, right? From maybe algebra or wherever it is that you're at. You don't get to focus on the most important part of your education, which is you and figuring out that purpose. So Kyber education fills a massive, massive gap in our education system and is something that should be required, right, anywhere that you are at on your academic journey. And honestly, if I would have known about this, it would have been a great place to start.